storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
All right, so Storm Chasers, today we got us a podcast episode. The name of the podcast, we keeping it under wraps. We're not going to say nothing quite yet, but we got a great guest. Ricky, I'm going to go ahead and just let you introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? Cue the standard YouTube. Woo!
Woo! Right.
My name is Ricky. I've been in the entertainment industry for a while, behind the scenes, helping people do this and do that. More recently, my best friend and I decided to come together and form a podcast and a platform of our own, Freeish Media. So you guys can find us online at Freeish Media. So now we like to give you guys great content and great featurettes such as this, and talk about your faves and talk about the flops of the world and just make people laugh.
Okay. In the streets, they is saying that brown skinned Keisha might be one of the new ladies holding a peach on Real Housewives of Slutlanta.
Well, the streets love talking about the Real Housewives of Slutlanta. We like to call them the Real House Aunties. Apparently, they're trying to take that little auntie mantle and make it more of a cousin mantle. They're trying to come for your favorite petty cousin. Because now it seems like they're bringing in a lot of younger, I guess you could say, new blood type of cast.
Yes. So
definitely with LaToya Ali, and now with presumably light skin, brown skin, whatever you want to call her, skin Keisha. As far as how I feel about it, I feel like Keisha a little turned up. She a little turned for Real Housewives.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like when Keisha was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I didn't really think that was the best fit for her either. Like, to me, looking at Keisha, she gives me WeTV. Like, growing up hip hop is kind of like that. They throw you a few $100, you show your ass, get paid in chicken wings. Like, that's kind of like what you do. But for her to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Slutlanta, then it's like, well, damn. I mean, it's a come up for her, but I almost think it's kind of like bringing down the value of the show. What you think?
Yeah, when the shit first started, because we was all back there in 2008, it started off as people who weren't necessarily famous. And that original cast, you think about it, Nene, Kim, Sheree, Deshaun Snow. The only one who was really somewhat famous was Lisa Wu. And even then, she was kind of known for being in the blogs a little bit, but she wasn't all like that. It seems like now they're moving towards getting people who already kind of have an established name, even if it's on social media. And to me, that can be cool, but I don't think it necessarily needs to be somebody like a light-skinned Keisha specifically. Like, I thought LaToya Ali might have been cool because even though she was young, one, she was married at the time. I don't know what's going on now, but she was married, and she was somebody who, even though she had a presence on social media, she wasn't, a mainstream known celebrity. So now that they're starting to get people like light-skinned Keisha, I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
What Kim feels.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's like it's feeling real ghetto, and I hate to be like that, but I can't imagine where Keisha would fit in with the cast. Here's the thing: the best thing about reality shows is when the cast actually know each other in real life, and they're actually friends. So we have real drama, and it's just kind of like, what's she gonna do when she get into it? She gonna be fighting everybody? Like, I don't see.
I cannot see light skinned Keisha throwing hands with fucking King Moore. I don't. Who cause light skinned Keisha, she fight.
She fights. And here's the thing, right? Somebody like Kenya would definitely get under your skin really fucking quick. So I know Keisha would be swinging, but then again, who says that personality we saw on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was fake and she's really more classy in real life? Like, who knows?
I don't know. I have lived in Atlanta for a while. I've heard some things about light-skinned Keisha. So
wait a minute.
Go either way.
Wait a minute. What have you heard about Keisha? We need to know.
I haven't heard anything too much. I've just heard, like I said earlier, she's a very turned up person. And I've heard it's not all for the cameras. Like, even things that have happened behind the scenes as far as different things. She's the type to where, like, when she be turning up on social media, she be meaning that shit even when she's like around people during that time and all of that.
Damn.
So I see it if she's getting on Real Housewives, and we already know how they like to manufacture that drama. I don't know if they're gonna be ready, because Kenya had Portia dragging her across the stage, and so I don't know with Keisha. I don't know,
man. And I still say, even with that drag, when Portia dragged Kenya, I just wanted Kenya to swing, to windmill something. I was like, stand up for yourself. But I think Kenya kind of felt like, I'm gonna just let you drag me and get yourself fired, but it didn't work because Portia is now like the queen of Atlanta. By the way, let's talk about that.
Of course.
What's gonna save this fuck ass franchise? Production messed up the last season. Literally, we looked at a whole season of them talking about Bolo and Bolo's dick. Who gives a fuck? So like, how do you think that the producers can save the season? Because we heard Andy over there scrambling for ideas.
So first of all, they need to not fucking put light skin Keisha on there. I can say that much right now. But as far as second, third, and fourth of all, I have a master plan for Real Housewives. I don't know who needs to get me in the control room. Andy, Benjamin, tell your daddy to let me up in there.
Not the baby.
What they need to do, and they can do this maybe over the course of 2 seasons, something like that, but they need to, 1, bring Phaedra back, 2, bring maybe one other past cast member, and it really depends on who it could be. It could be Sheree, it could be Lisa Wu, maybe Nene, but somebody from a past cast, who could add some shit to it. And yes. I feel like they really need to just make it some shit, like, because they have a lot of unresolved shit with a lot of that, especially with Phaedra and them bringing it up at the reunion and stuff like that. I feel like they're definitely kind of keeping a crack in the door for when they do bring her back, because there's no way they're not bringing that bitch back. I mean, that woman back. She is a woman and child of God.
I mean, a child of God, a child of ass. I mean, Phaedra got a lot of ass. You know, she like to play in your ass too. I know she was playing in Portia's ass. Here's my thing, right? I would love to see Phaedra and Kandi have the conversation about what happened and resolve it. Yeah. Like we didn't get to have that. So I need Phaedra sit down here, Kandi sit down here. You know, Kandi gonna start crying. You know, her voice gonna get caught in her throat. I need it all. You know, Phaedra gonna sit there and rock and I need it to happen, because we never got, any kind of resolve with that.
Exactly. And we need that closure. Like, that's what reality TV is built on. It's like they built themselves off of, standard scripted TV shows, which they have a beginning, middle, and end. They have a resolution at the end. So when you don't have that, it kind of just feels like something just left in the air. So I definitely think they at least bring in Phaedra back.
And I'm going to add something else to the equation.
What?
I think Tiffany Pollard should be added to the cast. Now I know she's not friends with them in real life. That kind of contradicts what I just said. But think about it. There is not one place you can't put Tiffany and she will not be successful. She'll be the queen of that shit in one season.
Let me tell you about Tiffany Pollard. I'm not going to say how long ago this was, but at some point in time, I smoked a whole bunch of herbal products, and I sat and I watched a 3-hour-long supercut of just Tiffany Pollard New York moments. Flavor of Love 2, I Love New York Goes to Work, Celebrity Big Brother, all that. And when I tell you, she's just funny.
She
like
is.
You said, you could put her in anything.
And it's going to be entertaining. Like when you talk about reality TV royalty, it's Tiffany Pollard. It's Tiffany Pollard. Okay. All right. We're gonna leave that there. Bravo if you take our ideas. We want our 10%. All right. Now, next we got to talk about Akbar. As a matter of fact, oh shit. Yeah. I'm glad I brought you on. So Akbar versus Alexis Skye. Akbar versus Kaya.
Hey ladies, summer's here. You ready to step out in style? Well, head over to nightanddayNetMarket.com. They got an array of t-shirts, bags, earrings, sneakers, and much, much more. Oh, don't forget to sign up to their email list on their website to get those discounts. So y'all better head over there and get yourself some at nightanddayNetMarket.com. The link is in the description box below.
I'm gonna just start with Akbar versus Alexis Skye. How do you feel about Akbar calling Alexis Skye's kid the R word? But talking shit. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that was wild. I didn't fuck with that at all. And I've met Akbar a few times. Every time I've personally been around her, she was very nice, very sweet. So to hear some shit like that was like, damn, bitch, like, are you crazy? Like, I don't know. And I have an aunt who's special needs. So to hear that, it's just like, why would you even say that in a way that's derogatory towards that baby like that? First of all. Second of all, like, you're trying to call this baby this. It's really not even a read. It really just makes you look even more stupid because it's like the baby is hydrocephalitis. Like, that's not even the same thing as like the special needs that you're trying to compare it to. So it's like, You're really just making yourself sound even more stupid. You really just should have took that new body and just sat on that new ass and just let it ride. And they said it was over a look.
I didn't even understand what the fight was over because I'm like, wait a minute, they went to the club together. I get so confused. A lot, like, I don't know how Akbar finds herself in so many fights, but I'm just like, you gotta chill, sis. Like,
damn, what's her sign? She must be a Aries or a Taurus or something.
Or she may be a Scorpio. Hold on, let me see. If she's a Gemini, then I definitely understand.
Yeah, like, what is your sign, girl?
Let me see. I'm looking it up right now. Oh, well, Google says she's a Leo.
Okay, I can see a Leo. She's some, because that was just uncalled for. Like, she just pressed like 90 on the gas and was like, and it's like, nah. Alexis, I mean, you can say what you want to say about her, but at that point, it's like, it's hard to say that she's playing the victim because it was like, damn, you literally said that about that woman's baby that almost died, that has a fatal illness. Like, I don't know exactly what hydrocephalitis is, but I know that shit's bad.
Yeah, and it's just, and to me, I always feel like it's just bad karma to talk about people's kids. Like, just leave that part alone. I will say this though too, Akbar versus Kaya. Now Kaya read the hell out of Akbar. Akbar tried to clap back. It wasn't quite the same. Now, I always feel like if Kaya reads you, just don't respond. Just let it go. Like, I would never go up against Kaya. What you think?
Well, I mean, you could go up against Kaya because Kaya is one of the easiest reads in the room too. But the thing with Kaya is that Kaya has no shame. So you can read the fuck out of Kaya, but she's shameless. So she don't give a fuck. She don't care if you say that her titties is floppy and social distancing. She don't care if you say that she work out of the mystery machine out of somewhere in Atlanta. She don't care if you say that she hasn't had a hit since My Neck, My Back. She don't care if you said that Janet had her socially distancing in the video for So Excited.
That's true.
The first social distance feature.
She don't care. But I always feel like when you go to battle, you don't battle somebody who gives like less fucks than you. She don't care. I think it's only one thing, because Kaya did talk about me on her show. She was like, and Storm, yeah. She was like, Storm Monroe, yeah, bitch. I see you over there with your belt taking my shit. But she kind of laughed about it too. So I was like, okay, well, she ain't totally dragged me, but I interviewed her brother, and that was the one thing she didn't respond to. She was like, I don't have a brother. He's her brother. So I'm like, that's the only thing. Yes, she does.
Okay.
They got into it. It's a long story. He a cool dude, but if you hear him speak, I'll give you his IG. You hear him speak, he sounds just like Kaya. And I found a video online with her and P. Weezy, who's her ex-video guy, and that's her brother sitting next to her in the radio station. I knew what the fuck I was talking about, even if people said I was crazy. But anyway, though, I just say that to say, Kaya's one of those people you're not gonna be able to. I mean, maybe Funky Dineva can outread her, but I don't see
What about
Akbar
Cat
being able.
Williams?
Cat Williams could, yeah, that would be funny as shit. That would just be funny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead.
I know, I was gonna say, and I think he might be coming for Wendy Williams because I randomly was watching her. What was this yesterday? She was coming for Cat.
Oh damn.
She was like, because I guess Cat, he did some shit recently, but she was basically like, I don't hate Cat, but I mean, when you got a Napoleon complex and you short as fuck like that, I mean, you just gonna be bad all the time.
Not Wendy. Oh no, Wendy.
Well, Wendell don't play either.
Yeah, she don't. She will go back to her radio days. But it's two people that shut Wendy up: Judge Mathis and Whitney Houston. I'll never. Whenever I just want to go laugh about life and just feel good, I go listen to that Whitney Houston interview. That shit was just
Wendy.
Right. But you know what though? I'm gonna say this though. I feel like ultimately with Akbar, a lot of things is just a cry out for help. Because the week before she was talking about killing herself, and then she got into it with these girls at the club, and now it's very chaotic for me.
Yeah, it's like, why does everybody be talking about? I don't know. This is getting into some mental health shit, but I'm like, why does everybody be talking about killing themselves online? It's like people need to go get help, and I don't know if that's something in the Black community specifically, but we really need more like access to therapy and things like that, or whatever methods that we as a society need to come up with for people to be able to help shit like that. Because it's like the fourth or fifth and just like celebrity influencer in the last like few days that I could think of saying that. It's like crazy.
It is. I think once you start to get like to a certain level, I think you get lost. You can get lost in social media if your real life is fucked up because you just want to just live in the phone all the time.
Yeah.
And she literally is talking to us like these people is your real friends. It's like, Akbar, these people don't care. Like, they don't care what you do. I don't know. It's sad. I ain't gonna go there, but anyway. So moving along to Destiny's Child. Why is everybody coming for Destiny's Child about a song that came out in what, 2004, 2002?
Like literally, this song came out before we even knew about the iPhone. This song came out when niggas had razors. Why are y'all focused on this? Like, I know Beyonce ain't really been doing nothing but posting cute ass pictures in the last couple weeks, but damn, like people just find a reason to just want to hate.
And I really don't get it because it's like, first off, of all the things you could hate on, that song it's not problematic at all. Like, if you don't want to cater to your man, then don't. And if you're of a certain age, you was singing that shit in the second grade, didn't know what catering to a man really meant, but you was singing that shit. So the outrage is what I don't get, this newfound outrage.
I feel like if you're that mad about catering to that man, it must be because that man is not catering to you. And if that is the case, then that is the situation that you need to do something about. And let us who's catering to our men and having our men cater to us, let us live and do our thing.
Now, here's my thing. This is what I think they should take issue with. I need to know, was Matthew Knowles trying to fuck on them girls? The other members of the group that's no longer in the group. I need to know, was Matthew with one T really trying to lay pipe? Is it true that his coke habit was real? I need to know. I need to know. Allegedly, he frequented hoe houses. He was a pimp on the side. I need to know.
You want to know what I need to know? You want to know what I need to know?
What's that?
Why did they give Beyonce a nice ass luxury desert pool? They gave Kelly a nice ass luxury car. Do you know what they gave Michelle Williams in the Cater to You video? They gave that bitch an umbrella. That's no. That's all I got to say about that.
how did Michelle Williams get that job? And this is no shade against her at all, because she can sing and she's attractive. But how did she book that job? Because Michelle cannot dance to this day. She cannot dance.
See, they should have let me up in there. I might have been, 7 or 8 and a boy, but I could have made it work. I should have just been the next member of Destiny's Child. I would have took the vocal lessons. I would have did all of that.
Well, nah, I mean they needed a woman, and I get it, but it's just like, why Michelle? Like, I don't understand, because even go ahead.
Well, they're saying, I'm sure you know this from being in the entertainment industry, relationships definitely matter and mean things. And from what I've heard, they say Michelle was backup singer for Monica or something like that. And somehow through her having that gig, she was able to land getting with Destiny's Child. Because, Monica know everybody, and all roads lead to Monica somehow.
Yeah, pretty much. Gunica, yeah, she do run shits. So, okay, so she was a backup singer, knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody.
Yeah.
What about when they said, okay, Michelle, it's time to dance? How did she get past that part?
I would say she probably did the same thing that Candy did when they told her that she had to dance. She made it work somehow. She told them, look over there.
Because I remember the 106 in Park performance when Michelle fell, she hit the ground, and Kelly and Beyonce had to keep singing. She just, even at the Super Bowl, like, Michelle came up and was stumbling in the heat. It's just like, oh God, Lee, like she has not caught rhythm in 17 years. It's just, but I don't know.
Some people, they clap on the 1s and 3s, and some the 2s and 4s, and some the 2s and 9s.
Man, I truly didn't get it, but okay. What else did we have in mind today, man? What do you want to talk about today?
Oh, what do I want to talk about? Oh, wow. Ooh. Let's see. I would say, if you have not gotten into that BET series, BET Presents Encore, featuring the ladies of various girl groups, definitely got to get into that. Me and my podcast co-host Chris, we had discussed that on our most recent episode, and it is definitely a key.
Tell us a little bit about it without, like, don't spoil it, but tell us a little bit what to expect.
What to expect, brief overview. So the series is produced by Carlos King as well as a few other people. So it definitely has that Real Housewives of Atlanta circa season 7, 8 vibe, that R&B divas, if y'all were into that. For my special citizens out there that watched Hollywood Divas, because it seemed like nobody watched that except me.
I watched that too. I remember Hollywood Divas.
Yeah, so definitely gives like shades of all of those things. So the plot line is a bunch of people from different girl groups. So a couple of members from 702, Aubrey O'Day from Dandy Kane, Shamari from the group Shamari was in.
Not Shamari.
Yeah, I was surprised. Them, Nivea, she wasn't in a group, but she's in it too. And yeah, Pam from Total. So a few other people. It's 9.
Okay. Wait a minute though. First off, Nivea got like 4 kids at home. I thought she ain't had time to go and sing. What the fuck is she doing? Shamari, why your ass ain't on Housewives of Atlanta? We needed you to come back. Aubrey O'Day. Are we sure it's her? Her face has changed 10, 11 times. Is it really her?
I don't know. We'll have to ask her Face ID. We gotta ask her Siri.
So so you enjoyed the first episode. You're a fan of it already. You like, oh yeah, I'm hooked.
Yeah, it don't take much for me, honestly. I have a very low attention span. All I want is some mess, some people looking cute, people getting in mess, some good shades, some good reads, and some good music. What I will say about the show that I appreciated was that they were able to secure the rights to at least play the music from the artist and play different things. Like they had played Captain Hook by Megan Thee Stallion. You know, a lot of shows, and that was because they were rehearsing to it. You know, a lot of shows, they'll put in like that stock music or things like that. And it's like, no, I want to hear like, what the fuck is y'all rehearsing to? That gives it a little more oomph.
Right.
So I definitely appreciated them for being able to secure a lot of those behind the scenes deals as far as the music and being able to show that and really tell about them.
Yes, that way it's like, okay, we're actually there. It feels like we're there with them as they're rehearsing.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Okay, but see, that shit that Carlos knows the game, so he's not gonna drop the ball on something like that. Okay,
you know, we standing over here.
Oh, wait a minute, ain't Fat Tongue over there too? Keely?
Yes, and I knew who you was talking about somehow, some way. Yes, she is. You know, she's over there being spectacular.
She
referenced that moment. She was in the studio and was like, promises. And you could tell she tried to stress that S so hard. She pressed down on them S's.
Why they do that girl like that, though? Why did they do her like that? At 3LW. Why? Like, who said you need to sing this knowing damn well she can't pronounce no S? Like, who let her do that?
And it was so crazy because I loved that song as a child whenever it came out. I got older and listened to it as a dog. I didn't realize she had the list until I got on Twitter. As like a, you know, late teenager, early 20s something, was like, damn, she really has a list. I never noticed that.
Yeah, you know what? It's a lot of shit with like the music and movies and stuff, like when we were kids, we didn't pay attention to. But keep in mind too, we didn't have all this like high definition shit and all this fancy stuff. So like you listen to some, hell, you didn't really hear it or see it that good. And then now you go and look and you like, she got a fat ass tongue. Okay. All right. Oh man. So okay, so we talked about some good topics today. How you feel, Ricky? That 30 minutes went by pretty quick.
Right, I feel good. I definitely need to come back, you know. Come back. I'm thinking a cute little possible giveaway. So we'll have to talk about that some more.
Okay, definitely. I'm not mad at that. Also, I gotta come over there to Freeish because I gotta come and show out. Like I look. Cause like go ahead.
No, I'll let you finish that first.
No, I was gonna say, I don't want to overstep my bounds because you never know like how much of yourself you can be when you go on somebody's show. But if I can cuss, oh shit.
You can cuss, you know, worst comes to worst, we'll bleep the shit out. And I was gonna say, we actually will have a surprise guest. I won't give too many details yet, but hopefully we're still in the planning stages for it, but we'll be featuring one of the ladies from BET Presents Encore. So that should definitely be really fun. Should be a fun, Freeish week.
That is what's up. That is what's up. I love to see my Black people out here pushing. You know, we're creating our own media, like we're doing our own thing. So let everybody know where they can actually go and find you and your podcast.
Of course, all the business things, podcasts, all of that is available at Freeish Media. We are Freeish because niggas love free shit and we want to give you what you love. That's FREEISHMI. Ooh, look at me not knowing how to spell. That is FREEISHMEDIA. I can spell, y'all, I promise. No Keisha. As far as my personal, you can find me on Instagram at RCKYLV and on Twitter at AyoRicky.
All right.
Check my pleats.
And I'm gonna say this, you know, I know people go get in the comments and be like, Storm, who is this? Storm, what we got? What we got going on? But what we got going, like, it's fun to bring people on who work in the same field, you know, who you can collaborate with, and like it's cool to talk to yourself, but sometimes it's like I want to talk to other people that get it too, you know. So, like I said, and when y'all catch me on Freeish, just know I'm gonna show my ass over there. Just know I'm gonna show out. I'm gonna show out.
Sell your natural born black
ass.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.